Part 2 out of these notes is going to be over standard form. Standard form is just another way for a linear equation. It's represented by ax plus by equals c. A, b, and c are numbers or integers. The x and the y are points on the line. So the easiest way to be able to graph or identify anything with something in standard form is to convert it or change it to slope-intercept form. Okay, slope-intercept, remember, is y equals mx plus b. So if I'm going to change this, I have to get the y by itself. So I want to get this one by itself. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to subtract x or 1x. Same thing over here. So I end up with y equals. Now when you do this, it looks like 6 minus x, which you could write, but slope-intercept, remember, has the x value first. Y equals mx plus b. So it has the one with the x first. So let's just save us a step. And this is negative 1x, positive 6. Okay, so there's my slope-intercept form for that one. Next one, again, I want to get this one by itself. So I'm going to subtract 5x. That results in 2y equals negative 5x minus 2. It's a negative 2 there. Now, I want to have y, not 2y. So just like any other time when we have an equation, I want to get y by itself, I'm going to divide by 2. In these cases, I want to divide all the terms by 2. So there are 3 terms here. I want all of them divisible by 2. So that results in y here. This one is going to be usually a fraction, so negative 5 halves. I just leave it as a fraction because that's the way slope is represented. And then if I can simplify this, I do so. 2 divided by 2 is 1. There's my equation in slope-intercept form. I don't know if this helps you or not. It usually has helped me. So negative 4y needs to stay there for now. Subtract 2x from both sides. So negative 4y equals negative 2x plus 28. Next step, divide all the terms by negative 4. Y equals negative 2 over negative 4 is positive 1 over 2. Here's my x. 28 divided by negative 4 is negative 7. So you could put that plus negative 7, or you could just put minus 7. Okay? I want you to notice there is a 1 in front of that y, so that's really like negative 1y. Whoops, you can't notice if you can't see it. So I'm going to subtract 3x both sides. So negative 1y equals negative 3x plus 5. Okay, to get the y by itself, I'm going to divide everything by negative 1. So y equals, simplify this if possible, so negative divided by negative is positive. 3 over 1 is 3, x. And then 5 divided by negative 1 is negative 5. There's my equation in slope-intercept form. Minus 6x both sides. You can see that the pattern that we do these is the same every time. Divide everything by 8. Negative 6 over 8 is negative 3/4. You should reduce if possible. And this is negative 16 divided by 8, which would be a negative 2. So again, here's the one. Make sure you include that negative there that I want to keep there. So I'm going to minus x. So negative 4y equals negative x. You could put plus 0 on the end, but you don't need to. Divide both sides by negative 4. So y equals, remember this is a 1 here, negative 1 over negative 4 is positive 1/4 and x. Okay, so the process that we just did those 6 problems in, if you'll notice, was the same every time. You just got to take the time to do it. So my last step here is to graph these two. So I went ahead and I already changed them to the y-intercept, or excuse me, the slope-intercept form. Now from that form, I can identify the slope and the y-intercept. So the slope is 1/2. The y-intercept is -4. I'm going to start at 1, 2, 3, 4. Count out my new slope from that point, +1, +2. You can keep going, +1, +2. It just keeps on going. Okay, that's the whole line that goes through there. Did the same thing here. I followed the steps to change that standard form into slope-intercept. The slope is -3/5. The y-intercept is 1. Okay, so I'm going to start negative. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my 2 points that make up that line. And I'm done. Okay, so we're going to stop there at part 2 that dealt just with converting a standard form into slope-intercept and then being able to graph it from there.